Hello, welcome back, robotic and sexy people. Today is a very spooky day. It is Halloween. And, another spooky thing is this is probably the last, Ultra Sun and Moon battle. Not counting, I do have a bunch of battle spot replays, which I'll probably record. In the weeks left before the release of Sword and Shield on the Switch, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure they are going to save replay data on the micro SD card. So if they allow video making in the way that Smash Bros. Ultimate does, which honestly is probably doubtful, but it would make sense since we're definitely going to save it on the SD card, because the Switch itself doesn't have like a ton of space. You need an SD card to save games on. So I'm optimistic about Generation 8 being probably the easiest to upload battle-wise of every generation. I shouldn't need to use this camera anymore. It should be, I'll probably have Smash Ultimate quality, knock on wood here. We don't know how the game is going to turn out. This video is already dated, being that it's Ultra Sun and Moon. But yeah, this is versus Jesse James. He has an R-Box, so cool, I get it. He had really cool music choices as well. I'm challenged by Jesse James. He's got the Giovanni Pokeball toss. He's going to lead with Hippo, which is classic. Always want to lead with Hippo. I'm going to lead with Tapu Bulu, the one of the broken OU Pokemon of this 7th generation. I don't think he had anything to really take grass hits, so it just seemed like pretty much the thing to do, to lead with Bulu. And we're probably just going to Horn Leech, go for the straight play here. He's going to switch into Gourgeist, one of my other favorite Pokemon. All 3 Pokemon so far are high on my list. That Wood Hammer does a ton. If I was feeling gutsy, I would stay in and try to finish him off, but I am very certain that this Gourgeist is going to have Will-O-Wisp on it. And I don't want to get Tapu Bulu burned, because then it has its attack stat, and then it won't be very good for throttling everything with Grassy Terrain powered, Stab powered, Wood Hammers, and Horn Leeches. But it turns out my opponent just Leech Seeds, so he predicted me to swap out. Great. If I was playing with my Pokeballs, I would have stayed in and Wood Hammered and just killed this thing. But as it is, this Gourgeist is going to be a real pain in my ass. Which is appropriate. There's a Gourgeist on the team, and it's Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Happy Money Day. Money Day number 5 for America. Let's go. We do confuse the Zebstrika. Named Spirit. Great nickname. Great nicknames. He's going to get all of that Zebra's health back with Leech Seed and Grassy Terrain. Almost all of it. I will swap out with the U-turn. Am I? Yeah. He pursues me as I U-turn. So this Zebstrika is just like... No, he pursues my switch. I don't even U-turn. You're right. We hard switch because we don't want to get hit by electric attacks. Obviously, best narration, 2019, Pokemon, let's go. Pikachu and Eevee sucked dick. We're gonna blast this thing to hell with Angry Eyes Ludicolo. I want this thing gone because, for number the first. I think it has the Sap Sipper ability, and I want to run train with Ludicolo on this team. And I have a Drizzle team, so knocking out the electric Pokemon is a good idea, even if it is the very lowly Zebstrika. So Jesse is here. This Arbok does threaten the existence of Ludicolo. There is every chance I'll miss Harder Pump and die to Gunk Shot, and I'm not really feeling that risk right now. So I'm going to swap to my Steel Water Empoleon. And my opponent is playing pretty decently, because he got me with the Leech Seed switch, and now he's going to get me with Earthquake too. So My Jesse James random encounter opponent that I got on the Festival Plaza, which, by the way, it's pretty hard to fish for battles on Festival Plaza, well, it isn't that hard, but it's very random. It isn't like Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, where you can just randomly search for 6v6, which is something I badly wanted for the series for years, and it's really, you're going to give it to Let's Go and not like any other game. So, yeah, Scissor is here to save the day, because that's what Scissor does. Scissor saves the day. I'm going to go for that banded U-turn and do a million to Igor here. As I U-turn back to Robotnik. That's me. So, we get Pellistorm back out. I should just be able to Scald something. I do not believe my opponent has anything that can really take a Scald. I might just Hurricane. I think I do Hurricane on the Tapu Fini here. Another thing I have in mind is hitting Gourgeist. I do go for Scald. But this set has Hurricane too. And fun fact, if you didn't know, because you don't play Pokemon, if you got Rain Up, Hurricane's accuracy is 100%. And it will never miss, actually. Is it never miss, or is it just 100? Anyway, it's 100. It's normally 70%, which is pretty bad accuracy. So I'm going to swap Bulu into Nature's Madness, which is a pretty cool move. It's just like your Super Fang Raticate move, except it only is accessible on the Finis here. Which I'm not sure if they're going to be re-included to Sword and Shield. I really don't know. That's probably one of the biggest questions I have, other than all the other questions, of course. But which Pokemon are gonna get cut? Like, with 2 weeks to go, and the demo has been released. The demo has been released for pre-download, which makes me think that probably very soon we are gonna get some major leaks. I'm talking over this battle in a big way. It's just Gourgeist. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Gourgeist here. Just blocking my shit. It's not great. I do get up Stealth Rocks just so this guy can't switch in that well. And I'm going to take advantage of my grounded nature, get some extra healing from the grassy terrain, but he has seeded me, so this is very annoying. I probably will swap out now. But I just want to get at rocks, because this guy's been switching all the time. So yeah, we're going to go into Pellistorm, and he's going to hit me with that boosted Seed Bomb, and it's going to do a lot. And I'm a defensive set for Pellistorm, and yeah, so I don't like that. I guess I hard switch just to get the rain up, and now I will hard switch into Scizor. Scizor. I should be able to knock this thing out with a Bullet Punch. Oh no, what am I saying? This thing's at full health because it's been sapping my life with Leech Seed. I do have a very strong feeling that Scizor is going to be doing some nice revenge killing soon, but I don't think it's right now. It is! I stay in and Bullet Punch like a madman. And I crit this thing. Yeah, you know, he hasn't used Will-O-Wisp yet, so I wasn't afraid of it. He's been going for Leech Seed every time. I'm not sure this man has Will-O-Wisp at all. So that's probably why I went for the crazy Bullet Punch play. It works out for me, because that Hippo is dead. I'm going to go for this too, because his terrain prevents status, so he can't Scald Burn me. The best thing he can do is, yeah, he's going to miss the Whirlpool. Interesting that this Aqua McFeeny has Whirlpool. Perhaps this thing doesn't get Perish Song, does it? I don't think it does. Interesting idea for a set. But Whirlpool is pretty nasty. Who knew that the best Whirlpool user in the game was Azumarill? Isn't that just wacky? So I'm gonna switch into a move yet again. Take it not too greatly, but I do have the health draining move, the Horn Leech attack, but Gourgeist is in, so it shouldn't do too much. But I do definitely Horn Leech just to get some health back. And it does a nice little bit. A little bit. I can switch into sand and rocks better with that extra health. But other than that, I mean, the Gorgeist is almost at half here. I just need to take care of Gorgeist, and that's that's the problem. The other problem is he's chipped my Pelipper so low that I can't really just hard switch into it anymore. But I am going to hard switch into Scissor because all this thing does is Leech Seed, and I am tired of it. I am not seeing any Will-O-Wisp. We're switching straight in, and I do want to get that healing with the Grassy Terrain. I want to get that healing on Scissor. I U-turn knowing that Scissor is actually faster than this thing, and it almost knocks it out. It lives on an NBZ Smidgen. NBZ Smidgen TM. Totally ripped off from that amazing old Poketuber who eventually gave up Pokemon like all the rest of them. But here I am, still standing with my shit cam. For all 40 of you, and you better be happy. I'm going to get hit by that Phantom Force. I will sack Pellistorm here. It is what needs to be done. Gorgeist is messing me up, but I have almost taken it out a couple times. And now that this thing is chipped so low, it's time to bring in Swampert and just lay down that hammer, that King Dedede hammer of destruction. We're gonna Mega Evolve into Mike Phelps here. Get that Earthquake. I'm gonna really miss this Pokemon. I'm gonna miss Mega Swampert because only in this there are only a few generations where Drizzle was like not banned, or not Drizzle. What am I saying? Swift Swim. There are only a few gens where Swift Swim and Drizzle together were not banned, and this is one of them. And this is a generation with Megapert, so I'm just happy to have had a bunch of fun with this team while I could. Because this Pokemon is definitely going to hell. It's not coming back. Maybe regular Swampert will be playable, but I actually do have my doubts. So we're going to knock that thing out clean with an Earthquake. I think we all know this is a Michael Phelps sweep. In the end, we're going to swap out into Mr. Hat, because why not? He's going to go for the, oh shit! He's going to go for the move, and I don't have Squidward. I don't have Squidward. Oh, I accidentally skipped the turn. Hold on. Let's get Squidward. Let's get Squidward, everybody. Oh, this thing takes for fucking ever. Skipping the video? I'm gonna fucking pause, actually. Alright, we're back. This is a really odd way to do the recording, but I had to skip. I accidentally hit the previous turn button on the bottom screen, but that actually works out, because I remembered something very important about this, our final Wi-Fi battle. This Primarina is going to go for the SpongeBob Z move. And if you didn't know about the Primarina Oceanic Operetta, Nintendo has a big stick up their ass, and they they just really don't want anybody to have footage of this thing on YouTube. And so, I have brought it upon myself to revive Squidwardium Z, and just remind you all that that is not Oceanic Operetta. This is actually the Squidward attack, and and it makes sense because this guy's from Bikini Bottom. Okay, it makes sense. That's just how it does. So he wastes his Water Z move on my Ludicolo switch in, which is actually amazing. I'm pretty into that. Yeah, it actually is Captivate too. So this is a really weird mix-up battle, but I'm really glad I had this replay. You know, looking back at it, you see the team preview and you're like, this team is kind of fucked up. I don't know if this is watchable, but he had a couple really nice plays in there. Earthquaking me on the switch. Leech seeding me on the switch several times. So I feel like Jesse James definitely played well. It's just We got Drizzle, and Drizzle is broken, and Drizzle will never be quite this way ever again. So let's just enjoy it while we can. We go for the Hydro Pump. It does land. We land the Hydro Pump, but it doesn't knock out Jesse. We can Ice Beam it now, though, and that will... Oh, just kidding, it's not the game. That did nothing. This is some kind of assault vest... This is some kind of assault vested... It has to be assault vest, because it's crunch, too. So it lives the Ice Beam, takes me out with Gunk Shot, and now Michael Phelps has to finish the job. Michael Phelps, can you do it? I know you can. You won so many golden medals for good old USA. We're going to take that crunch, knock it out with the Facade. We carry Facade, just in case we get burned. Fun fact. Yeah, so we defeat Jesse James, and that is a very interesting Squidward-filled battle. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe, and yeah. Question of the day. What are your thoughts about Sword and Shield? I know it's a pretty loaded question, but, you know, maybe I'll get more than 2 comments. That'd be cool. Goodbye, YouTube.